go. Every smile I see, I know you are there, smiling back at me, dancing in moonlight. I know you are free, 'cause I can see your smile shining down on me. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Marquis.
And this is your one and only and your favorite Taylor.
And we're back with season 3 of the You Stuck With Me podcast.
We're back.
We're back like we never left.
Here we go.
Here we go again.
Going through the same things.
Here we go again.
Here we
Oh, wait,
go.
Wait, we gotta get back to the episode.
Dang, man. I was about to harmonize like a mug.
So, yeah, thanks for tuning in to this newest episode. Start of season 3. We're visual now.
Hey, so if you're looking right now, you see all the movements. You see all the sweat. You see all the... My chest going side. What is this? A shimmy. There we go. Shimmy.
You know, you're Greek and you don't know what a shimmy is?
It's a different type of shimmy. I'm doing that regime living singles shimmy.
Duly noted. So, you guys, we're coming in with this episode. We're talking about our experience at the Janet Jackson concert.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Bae's over here. She's reminiscing.
Oh.
When they reminisce over you, my God.
Oh. First of all, let me tell y'all, I am a big Janet Jackson fan. If you've been following us for like a hot minute, or if you know us, you definitely know that I am Janet Demita Jo Jackson's future hype woman and background dancer, but mostly her hype woman, because I can't dance like that for real. But I will say this though, she put on a show.
She definitely did though.
She slayed, honey, slayed.
Babe, you want to tell me how many concerts you've been to?
How many Janet Jackson concerts I've been to? That was my 4th one.
Her 4th one, my 1st one, and definitely not my last, because Janet definitely did not disappoint.
She served, and she ate.
Everything. Man, so let's talk. What's your favorite Janet Jackson song?
That is hard. That is very hard. But I would say I Get Lonely.
Why is that? I think I know why, but the people need to know why.
I would say, because the whole video is just a vibe, right? So it was kind of ahead of its time. Like, I love the whole outfit she had on, the big black hat, the corset, the tie, the button up, the black pants, the heels. And, I mean, come on now. Janet Jackson is body goals. She is. Well, I mean, she don't show her abs out much now, but back then, baby, she was ripped.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think she's still ripped. You know, she's just not out here showing off her midsection. But the whole thing is just the whole video was just a vibe. Just the whole concept of she's driving around town in a small car, just in her feelings, thinking about her ex-man or soon-to-be ex-man. And then the color scheme, the whole dance moves, and of course I like the part where she bust out the corset like she's Superwoman. Like, you gonna get all this, you know. So it's just that video I always gravitated to, and of course, well, you know this, but I always say that that's one of my favorite albums by her, The Velvet Rope, because it's like one of her more vulnerable pieces of work. Like, she talks about losing a friend to like AIDS. She's talking about domestic abuse. She's talking about sexuality. Yeah. You know, all rolled into one in this album.
Yeah, I definitely like The Velvet Rope. My favorite song, definitely No Sleep.
Really?
Yep.
I thought you were gonna say Together Again, but hey.
Together Again is definitely up there, but No Sleep is by far my favorite, especially because she got my boy J. Cole on there.
That reminds me of the YouTube video behind the scenes when J. Cole spazzed like, I got Janet Jackson
saying Cold World. I I know it was definitely dope. So at the concert, yours truly, we got the VIP treatment, y'all.
Because we're very important people.
So let me tell you guys what the VIP treatment for us entails. So we got to sit in the stage left lounge.
Mm-hmm.
Stage left lounge. We got to get some very good and exclusive drinks.
Mm-hmm.
We walked away with a few gimmies. The lanyard. Some things are still coming in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
What else did we get?
We got one of the most awesome seats. How you gonna forget that?
Oh, of course. So we were sitting in section 104. Oh, speaking of that, I'm glad you brought that up. So initially we were sitting in section 108, and they then upgraded our seats, y'all. We were sitting in section 104.
Yep, I happened to look. I was downloading the tickets to my Apple Wallet, and I'm like, and there's a little circle there, and I'm like, wait a minute, this didn't say 104 at first. This said 108.
So we were definitely closer to the stage, y'all. Definitely closer.
Let's see. Oh, we saw her tour bus.
Oh, yeah.
Her tour bus drove right past us.
You want to tell them that story?
No, you tell it, because I like it when you tell it.
Okay, so check this out, y'all. So we're going to get more into the parking situation because there was a whole bunch of things going on with that,
and
too.
we're going to address what y'all been hearing on the news, too.
So check it out, y'all. So it was 4 lanes to get into the amphitheater, right? So it was 3 for the regulars, 1 for VIP.
Mm-hmm.
So
premier parking.
We were in premier parking, which we got to park closer to the amphitheater. Excuse me. So we're waiting. We're in line trying to approach the amphitheater. So all of a sudden I hear doop doop, and so I know it's a police officer.
Whoop whoop.
So I look in my rearview mirror. I see.
Whoop whoop. Oh, I'm sorry.
wrong timing. We'll get to that in another episode. So I'm looking in my rearview mirror and I see a police car escorting a bus. And I start hitting Taylor, babe, get your phone. She turned around looking, she sees the bus, so she starts scrambling to get her phone. And then the bus passes us. We automatically know it's Janet on the bus just because she looked at her IG and said that we'll be in Tinley Park soon.
And then, by the way, the car's party like the Red Sea. Like, you would think it wasn't congestion there. It just went like, whoop, like, let my people go. I'm sorry. But yeah, it just party like the Red Sea. Like, oh, that gotta be her. That has to be her.
And you know, judging by the way that all the people who are on the bus on her video, her Instagram video.
On her live.
Yeah.
On her story.
Yeah. You could tell that it was the very same bus.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a good picture.
Mm-hmm.
She got a good picture of the bus. So did you put it on your Instagram?
Not yet.
Okay. So it's gonna be on the Instagram, y'all, for y'all to see. But that was, you know, the start of it with the entrance and the parking. We got there about 5:15ish. The concert didn't start till about 8:30.
No later than 5:30. Keep that in mind.
So we get to Premier Parking. We're standing in line. We were standing in line with some hilarious people.
Man. And, you know, shout outs to the people we stand in line with, because remember we was talking about this would be good content for the podcast. And they was like, oh, we're just standing here next to some influencers. I was like, oh. I mean, if you're looking for a new podcast to listen to while you're on your way to work.
Hint, hint,
Hint,
hint.
hint.
But the 2 guys who, they weren't at the very front. No, they were at the very front.
They were at the front when we finally figured out what was the VIP line.
So, it's a black guy and a white guy. Both of them cool. Black guy was like, because we were talking about meet and greets.
Okay, let's paint a picture. So we get there we in line. It's about 5:30 at this point, right?
It's already a line.
It's already a line. So it's like 2 different lines there. You got the VIP package line because you have to check in at the gate to get whatever level of VIP package, right?
And then you also had the fast lane.
And you also have the fast lane. So there's people standing in the fast lane that's in VIP, so they asking questions like, which one is which?
Mm-hmm.
So we get to the line. They told us, mind you, they told us to be in. It's a makeshift line. So we just like, okay, where's the tent? Where's everything we check in at? They didn't set up till like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Didn't set up to 6 o'clock. So this is other line on the side of us. That's the ones that had the bag. They was securing the bag. Like they was gonna meet Janet.
Yeah.
They paid like that good grip, right?
That's Social Security. I worked 30 years. I'm about to enjoy myself.
That's a whole pension plan.
Yep.
Our money ain't that long yet, but I said next tour, we will meet her. We will meet her. I'm manifesting that. Breathing it in. But anyway, so they trying to tell us that we need to move to the end of the line. We was like, oh, hell no, we won't go.
Man, we came up with every single Negro spiritual that we could think of.
We said Rosa Parks sat in the back of the bus so we can flourish. We're not going to the back of the line.
Yep. Rosa sat so Martin could walk, so Obama could run, so we can flourish. In that order.
So, as Marquis said, there's a black guy and a white guy. They're a couple. They're together. They're funny as all get out, right? So, the black guy, he was like, oh, yeah, we're not going to the back. Nah, we not doing that. And he was, we just started cracking jokes or whatever like that. So, I forgot what was said after the whole Rosa Parks thing, because it made him say,
oh, because he was like, okay, he was like, even if Rosa Parks didn't sit, I'm gonna use my white privilege.
I'm gonna use my white privilege card.
The best way that I
best
know
way,
how.
right? We started cracking up, and his boyfriend or his husband, whatever,
he was cool with it.
He was cool with it. He was like, "You're damn right." Hey, man, you meet some hilarious people standing in line.
Yeah, and this ain't the first time we done met hilarious people standing in line. Especially when we went to go see the Ellis's live show.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We always seem to run into hilarious people at concerts and live shows.
It's because we got that infectious personality.
You know, you're right.
Uh-huh.
So we get into the concert. We're going to the lounge. Getting a couple of drinks, getting something to eat. So we're waiting then we eventually go to our seats. So we get good seats, we're taking pictures, and then eventually Luda comes on. Luda didn't miss.
Well, before you go into Luda, now, you could tell Janet brings people together, right? I had trouble figuring out which Janet t-shirt I was going to wear. So basically, I'm like, am I going to wear my Janet or am I going to wear my Janet?
And you wore your Janet.
And I wore my Janet. So I have... Apparently, a lot of people have the same shirt. So I had bought, I want to say like 3 years ago, I had bought the Pleasure Principle shirt she wore in the video with the, the letters and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to wear this. I'm going to be different. Why? We stood in the line of the stage left lounge waiting to get our wristbands. And the lady in front of us, she was like, oh, that's a nice shirt. I really like it. I was like, hey, your shirt's pretty snazzy too. So apparently 50 million people have the same idea. But what I like about going to concerts like that, where the fans share a common bond with the artist, that you see a lot of creative stuff.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Yeah. So
I saw a couple of signs. It was one sign I saw in particular, like it said something. I can't remember the exact wording. But it was somewhere to the tune of "We Love You, Janet."
Okay, but can we talk about the shiny suits that we saw?
Man,
first of all, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson are two different people. But I guess it's the last name Jackson. You feel like you could wear your Thriller jackets. We seen a good couple Jerry curls.
We saw not the beaded jacket, the Billie Jean jacket.
Billie Jean jacket. We seen some of y'all in these tinfoil purple sparkly suits. Man. But anyway, back to Ludacris.
Ludacris got on stage, did his thing, came out with them big ass arms and them big ass shoes from the Get Back video and Stand Up. And
stand up. Stand up.
I didn't expect him to bring numbers out, but when he did, it was pretty cool and very nostalgic.
I kind of expected it because I remember I was seeing some clips here and there, but I thought it was like, oh, it's probably a one-time thing. But he brought it.
He definitely did, and He didn't disappoint either. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish I had gone to the Ludacris and Janet Jackson concerts when I was younger.
Well, I think that was the first time they ever toured together. Oh, you mean in general?
Yeah, in general.
Yeah.
Because I've always been a Ludacris fan. But Ludacris is funny in concert too. He's funny in concert.
And he brought the braids back.
Yep.
Yeah. He brought the braids back. So we got Incognito Luda. We had got Word of Mouth Luda.
Southern Hospitality
Luda. Back for the first time, Luda.
Release Therapy Luda.
We got Fast and Furious Luda. But, I mean, his name is not Luda in the movie. It's what? Tej, I think. Tej, yeah. We got that Ludacris. We got Splash Waterfalls Ludacris.
First of all, I'm glad he didn't get butt naked like he did in the video, but he did just snatch off his jersey, and I think he had the beater on underneath it.
No, he had a jacket on.
No, I'm sorry, he had a jacket on and he had a beater on underneath it.
So, what is your favorite Ludacris song?
Ooh, it's a tough. You know, I'm gonna go with Stand Up. I like Stand Up.
Okay, mine is Scheme, Plot.
I'm coming for that #1 spot.
Rappers swear they on top. What you doing, man?
I'm coming for that #1 spot.
I just like the part of the video. He like, cause I'm worth $1 million gazillion billion dollars.
But y'all, the concert was dope. We definitely had a great time. We saw a lot of people that we knew, went to college with, high school.
I lost my voice.
She lost her voice.
I was on vocal rest. I should have been on vocal rest, but yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though. I thought I was gonna be on vocal rest too.
No, baby. No, well, I'm glad you didn't go deaf because all the screaming I was doing in his ear.
Oh yeah, she was all.
I was in my happy place.
She was in her happy place, but she was all in your boy's ear, like.
And I kept grabbing his arm in excitement like a little kid in the candy store. He kept, and I noticed him glancing over a little bit. He was like, "Oh, this is cute. I'm glad I came."
But the concert was dope. Saw a lot of people that we knew, like they said. Janet brought the family together again, and you know, it was just a very dope atmosphere to be in.
Oh, and she sang some songs I forgot about. Remember the song Boyfriend Girlfriend? She actually sang that. So what I noticed is
that's my girlfriend.
That's my boyfriend, right? So what I noticed, they do like a little change of the set list in each city. So we got Make Me, which that was the first time she ever performed that on tour. And I want to say Boyfriend Girlfriend was already on the set list, but I noticed from like her Instagram stories they pick songs to change it up a little bit, which I think is pretty cool. And the 3 different versions of Together Again that she sings in between acts. Yeah,
one of them I had never heard before, but of course my favorite version of it was actually the last song that she performed in the concert.
The original one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, speaking of the end of the concert, we did not know this was an issue until we got up the next day.
Man.
So, of course, y'all didn't hear about the backlash about the parking.
Parking and how people missed the concert.
Man, and like, I know somebody who missed the concert. I don't know if you knew anybody personally.
Not personally, but here's my take on it, okay? First, I want to preface this by saying this. We sympathize with everybody that missed the concert. Yeah. We do. But let's be real. There was one guy I saw in the news. He was like, he went to a bar at 7:15 because he thought he had some time. He thought it was going to be some opening acts before Ludacris and Janet. Granted, I could understand that. But you at a bar at 7:15 around the corner. You know that the concert starts at what, 7:45?
It started at 8:25 actually.
With her coming out or the concert in general?
If you're talking about the concert in general, yeah, 7:45. But her coming out was 8:25.
No, I'm talking about the concert in general started at 7:45.
7:45.
So, did you really think you was gonna make it on time, bro?
It's bad.
Right. Now, for everybody else, now I will say this: the parking was kind of trash. Now, my opinions are slightly biased because we got there early, but
we had to get there early anyway.
We had to get there early for check-in.
We wanted,
and I was getting on Marquis' ass because I was like, "Hey, we gonna make sure we got time to eat, drink, get comfortable, basically get our money's worth because those tickets were not cheap, honey."
And you know it's crazy because we actually met one of my friends from college who actually got there and missed the VIP experience because of the
because she was supposed to go to the reception. See, we didn't have that. Yeah, so we heard people missed the reception. Some people didn't get their meet and greet, which I would have been hot.
Oh, I would have been pissed.
I would have been hot.
And then they missed part of Luda's set.
Either they missed
all of Luda's set.
Yeah, either missed part of Luda's set, all of Luda's set, or they missed all of Janet. I heard somebody came in. She had 15 minutes left.
Yeah, and one person said that they actually traveled from like Valpo, Indiana, and sat there in the traffic and they were like, we're just gonna go home.
Yeah.
I honestly feel for the people who spent their hard-earned money trying to go see Janet and didn't even get a chance to see.
Yeah, but again, I feel like people's mindsets are different. Like me, my mindset was, okay, this is Janet Jackson. It's gonna be hectic. And then also, I heard that some people didn't even get the emails that we got. Because remember I told you I had got an email.
That's the first time I've heard that
Yeah,
one.
some people said they didn't get emails. I was looking on the Facebook groups that I'm in. Some people didn't get an email. I had got 2 emails. I think I got an email earlier that week. I want to say like Sunday or Monday. And then I had literally got another email the night before. And I think also, too, another reason why it was so packed. So in one of those emails, Live Nation or VIP Nation, they said for the first, 500 people or 1,000 people that was there at the gate, they get free tickets. So I'm thinking people probably thought they was getting free tickets to get into this concert.
Ooh.
Right? Because that could be a thing, too. Or oversold tickets. I've heard that theory, too.
I see if the overselling the tickets story holds true, I would demand my money back because you knew as a place where you routinely do concerts during the summer, you know your head count and how much you can do as far as capacity wise. So
that's why I'm kind of 50-50 with that because like with Ticketmaster, it would not let you buy any tickets if it's no space left. Like it's blacked out. Now I can get the whole thing of thinking that you're gonna get free tickets to get in a concert. Because they did give out free tickets, but it wasn't for Janet Jackson. It was like Pentatonics
and TLC.
So, it's a lot of factors there.
Yeah, and my thing is this. As a company, obviously your goal is to make money. But to oversell, and they didn't just like oversell by like 100 tickets. They oversold by thousands.
Like I heard like 2,000.
Yeah, so.
But I think the venue holds. Oof, don't let me lie to you. It's in the thousands though.
It's definitely in the thousands. Yeah. I remember. I think it was like 28,000 in the seat and like 13,000 on the lawn or something like that.
It was a lot. It was packed.
But what song? She had specifically lift up our phones and turn on the lights for one song, and I think
it was Again.
Which version? Was it? It was the second time.
No, not Together Again. The song Again that was from Poetic Justice.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I just happened to look up, and like that mug, there was an empty seat in the house.
Never fall in love when you again.
Yeah,
that song.
Let y'all know right now. Janet now is not the Janet during the Velvet Rope tour, the one that was on pay-per-view in like '96.
Because first of all, I don't want to tell y'all the concert if y'all happen to go to like a different state. First of all, she did perform I Get Lonely. She performed
No Sleep.
No, her little sexual songs.
She didn't do Warm.
I know she did. I Get Lonely. She did. What's the one? Kendrick sample. Anytime, any place.
She did that one. She didn't do Warmth, and she didn't do.
Let me tell you something.
What's the other one?
But let me tell you something. Janet became Miss Jackson.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell, she did bring back the lap dance, kind of, sort of.
Do you want to go more in depth into that one, or do you want them to go see for themselves if they go to the show?
I mean, I'm not gonna go deep into it, but if you want an idea of what I'm talking about, go watch the Velvet Rope tour and go watch the Janet tour. When she performed the Janet tour, when she performs Anytime, Any Place, or Velvet Rope when she performs Rope Burn.
All I'm gonna say is that it wasn't an audience member that she.
It was her dancer. It was her. It was her kids, as she called them. But it's not on the scale of as for the All For You tour.
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember the song that she didn't perform. It was Warmth and.
There's a lot of songs she didn't perform.
But this one is one that comes to mind. It's on the tip of my tongue.
I just know she performed all my songs. Now, like I said, she performed "Make Me," and she performed the song she did with JD from one of her other albums. That's one of my favorite. 20YO.
Mm-hmm.
The Do It To Me, Do It To Me. Yeah, she performed that.
I was definitely excited that she performed Go Deep. So.
Yes, we know that's your song too.
Well, my favorite video from Janet is Doesn't Matter. Doesn't really matter.
Nutty, nutty, nutty.
I think because it kind of had like a futuristic look to it.
Yeah, but you know, Janet is just one of those legends who has timeless hits.
Mm-hmm.
It's just amazing how she fits these into like 2.5 hour shows.
Yeah, work and talent.
Yeah, but Miss Jackson, if you decide to listen to our podcast, I just want you to know something. Don't look at me crazy. You know what? Come here. Come closer.
Shout out to Jordan Holly.
Yes. I want you to know something. I am one of your biggest fans. Okay? I always tell all my friends and family that one day we're gonna meet, and I'm gonna tell you that I'm your future hype woman. You might feel like you don't need a hype woman, but you know you need someone to get the crowd up. But you really have inspired me a lot with your creativity, with the songs that you write. I think your songwriting capabilities are immaculate. And one day we're gonna meet. But if you listen to this podcast, which I hope you are, I go by the name of Taylor Poindexter Williams, your future hype woman.
And on that pleasure principle note, beautiful, you want to tell them where they can find us?
You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on TikTok. Well, I'm on TikTok, but I'll tell you that in a minute. I'll tell y'all that in a minute. So, babe, you want to tell them where they can send us sticky notes and reach out to us?
You guys can send us sticky notes at youstuckwithmepodcast@gmail.com. That is USTUCKWITME@gmail.com. Or you can go to our Facebook page, You Stuck With Me Podcast. Leave us a sticky note there. And you can find me on Twitter, mine M1NE_1, and Instagram M1NE_1.
And you can find me on Instagram, and you can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on TikTok. So for the Instagram and Twitter, that's Queen Points. That's PO_NTZ. Again, that is Queen Points, PO_NTZ. And on TikTok, it's Queen Points 22. That is PO_NTZ. Again, that's PO_NTZ. And guess what? You can find us on YouTube. Tell them where we can find them. They can find us on YouTube.
That's right. You guys can find us on YouTube now at the You Stuck With Me podcast page. It's the same way you email us, USTUCKWITME podcast on YouTube.
And again, this is your one and only and your favorite Taylor.
This is your boy Marquis. Thanks for tuning in to season 3, episode 1. Can't wait to see y'all next week. Until then, you guys have a good day, good week. Deuces.
Hey, come back.
You stuck with us.
Peace.
Later.